So, is Outriders worth playing? Let's find out. So I played around 12 hours of Outriders so far, and I've really been enjoying it. Also, before we really start the video, if you've been playing, tell me what class you're playing in the comments. I would love to know. So we're gonna do some quick pros and cons with the game. Let's go ahead and get started. Pros first. Outriders, if you don't know, is a third-person looter shooter made by the Gears of War developers. People Can Fly. They know what they're doing, obviously, with this game. The gameplay is fun, fast, and challenging, but also very rewarding. The armor and the weapons in the game are really well designed. The most basic-looking gear looks like really cool, especially compared to other games in the same genre, like Destiny and The Division. The variety in gameplay is amazing. Every weapon type is a variation. Rifles can be dropped or customized as automatic, bolt action, burst fire, or semi-automatic. They also drop with things called mods. Like a mod can give your gun ice damage and freeze enemies after you shoot them, or it can give you extra armor if your health drops to like 30%. And these variations and mods apply to all weapons in the game, so there's so much build potential in the game, it's insane. Mods also apply to armor, so yeah, like I said, build potential. There's also a ton of enemy variety. I was honestly expecting something like Destiny or The Division or Warframe even. Those games don't have the best enemy design. They're really boring in a lot of ways. They're not bad, they're just not really unique. But there are some really cool monsters and enemies to fight. And 12 hours in, I'm still finding new ones, and it seems like every area in the game has a new enemy type or a new variation on that enemy type. So yeah, it's really fun to play. It doesn't really get as boring or stale as other looter shooters, at least not yet. I'll probably make a video when I beat the game and get to the end game stuff and tell you how I really feel about enemy variety, but right now it's really good and it's fun, and I just keep finding new enemy types, so yeah, it's really good so far. Classes are also designed like extremely well. Every class feels unique. I'm currently playing the Trickster, and that's like a fast movement based class where you're teleporting around and putting little bubbles down, and those little bubbles slow down enemies, and they also slow down projectiles, so if you're getting shot at, you can see like the bullets like in midair slowly coming towards you. It stops you from taking damage. There's also a sword ability that turns enemies into skeletons, and that increases the damage that they take by like a ton. So the Trickster is the very close range class in the game. Besides Trickster, there's 3 more classes in the game. Devastator, a tank. Pyromancer, a conjurer, he's a ranged class. And Technomancer, a long range class, and support. The last pro, the story is fun. There's cool bosses and interesting characters. There's nothing insane about the story. There's nothing deep about it, but it is what you would expect, and it's actually finished, unlike other games in the same genre. Anyway, onto the cons. The game is very poorly optimized on PC, and the servers are constantly going down. The servers going down are probably due to Square Enix not expecting Outriders to be as big as it is, and they probably put less funding into servers with how big of a failure their recent looter game was, Avengers. And the Avengers game was like one of the biggest failures in gaming in like the last couple of years, so it makes sense why they would be a little more careful with this game. And my only other con is how buggy the game is. I'm pretty sure that the Outriders team is very dedicated to trying to fix the problems that the game has. They're very vocal on social media, and I think a lot of the problems that people have with the game when it comes to bugs will be ironed out in the next couple of weeks, if not month or 2. And with that being said, those are the only real cons I have with the game so far. If I change my mind, I'll make an update video talking about the problems that I have with the game then, but right now, I don't really have any other cons. And with that being said, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and dislike the video if you didn't like it, and maybe tell me why down in the comments. Anyway, bye. Feel better. She has everything that I need. My heart